channel actually here watching Who Dat Comics. Who Dat?
What is up? What is up? What is up, people? Who Dat Comics was coming at you. Be relatively quick unboxing because it's only 4 books. I will have another unboxing of some short box auction wins. So definitely, stay tuned for that. Probably do that tomorrow. The auction wins. So have the channel membership going on. So definitely check out the channel membership. I will be doing a giveaway for all channel members, and I showed some of the book. Well, I should say all channel members, but depending on how many books I end up with. So far, I have like 7. So we got a good shot of getting all 12 channel members to win a book. If you hear, you get to pick. Plan is to have maybe a couple of them. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing? So that's the plan for that. Like I said, tomorrow I'll do the auction wins from Sharpbox. I did sell some stuff on Sharpbox. I am actually sending off another book to Sharpbox, which is this book, The Fantastic Four, issue 8 in a 5 off white pages. This will be I'll pack this up tonight and mail this out because this is going to be on their next auction, premiere auction in December, which they're doing like a little deal for people who sellers like 8%. So that's what I got going on myself. Me and Boston Chris also talked about, give you guys a little update about doing a graphic content. We'll probably do one more sometime this month, like end of the year. Kind of probably talk about our end of the year, how it went. We'll also probably talk about books that are on our list for 2026, some goals and stuff like that, maybe and a whole bunch of different things. Okay, it says, I wish I could be a channel, but I can't afford it. But I have a birthday yesterday. 66 years old. Congratulations. My dad just turned 72. My dad just turned 72 like last month. Thank you so much. Let me be. Oh, you're welcome to be. And just remember, it's not that expensive. It's $2. And the reason why I have it at $2 because YouTube takes like 45%. So it's only $2. And you can win a book with free shipping that costs me like $10 to ship. And a book like this costs way more than the shipping. So way more than $2. Because it has signed by Miko Suyan. You got a first appearance in here, Singularity. We got the first appearance of Baron Blood. So it's not too expensive. It's not. We're gonna stop that notation. We're not gonna say that. It's not too. They have other people who have channel members who might be a lot very expensive. $2 is not expensive to win. Probably $30-$40 of books. What's up? The real one. Rudeness is in the house. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Hit that thumbs up button. So CGC unboxing. 4 books, vintage tier. I had a surprise email. One of the books got surprise upcharged into the high value tier. So it's $1,000 max insurance. I know what book it is. It's going to be I ended up figuring out before the grades were listed of what book it is because I had called them, and it was the Uncle Scrooge issue 1. I think it's 4-color 386, if I'm not mistaken. So that was the book that was upcharged. So we'll see what the grade is because I looked at the values of that book on GPA. Has to be at least a 6.0. Would I say that? Has to be at least a 6.0. My boy Dustin, he graded those books. He graded that book I think 5.0 to 5.5. I know that one for a fact. And we'll talk about that. I'll actually pull up the thoughts on the grades on my phone while I do that. And I actually have the Post-it notes from the person I purchased these from. What he said the grades were. So we'll do all that. So that's gonna be good. And go over that. So I'll save the 4-color one for last, and I'll do all the other ones And actually, I'm going to put the postage notes on top of the grade. We'll see how that all worked out. So, yeah, we'll see how that all worked out. Let's put this here. I'm just getting the post-it notes ready. All right, got those ready. Hopefully, Uncle Scrooge is not on top. I'm trying to do that one last. And this is actually a kind of good mailer. I could actually use this to ship maybe like 3 or 4 books. Did you put a rubber band? They didn't put a rubber band to keep these together? Come on, baby. I put no rubber band to keep these together. All right, I'll do this one first. We'll get the post-it notes. So CGC unboxing, upcharge on one of the books. Who's the grade on the? Who's on the side? All right, got the grade covered. All right. First book up. We got the Tales to Astonish 93. This was a very, very nice book. As you can see, the guy who I purchased it from, he thought it was a 5.0 to a 5.5 plus. He said it needed a press. I thought it looked nicer than the 5.0, 5.5. He notated. Dustin, my boy, comic book chiropractor, he said this one was going to be in the range of a 7.5 to an 8.0. So my concerns with this book, the colors are they got a really, really nice color on this book. My main concern was they had little issues up top, like little small tears, and then they had like a scratch, right? Like, well, Hulk's leg, So I was kind of concerned. I didn't know if it would get as high as Dustin said, but we can see. But like I said, the person I bought it from, he said a 5.0 to a 5.5. He believed it could be higher with the press and clean. And if anybody wanted to guess on these books, you're more than welcome to. I only have 4. And to let people know, I think all but one book will be available, which is the Two Gun Kid. You'll see a Two Gun Kid up here. That'll all be available. So let's see the grade. Like I said, really nice color. This is actually a first full appearance first full Silver Surfer appearance outside of the Fantastic Four. So this is the first time he appeared in something else. I don't see any guesses, so we're just going to rip that off. And it came back a 7.0 with white pages, dog. White pages. Wow. So yeah, they had to load that. So I'm happy with it because the initial purchase was a 5.0 to a 5.5. So I'm very happy with it. It came under Dustin's Dustin's estimate, but so far I know one book that's above Dustin's estimate. Well, it has to be because I got upcharged, and that's the Uncle Scrooge one. So yeah. Let's note something. All right, so I'm happy with that. But this one will be available if anybody's interested. You know what to do. I'll be doing a reel video and posting them on Instagram and YouTube, like a short of these reveals. So if you like those videos when I do them on YouTube or Instagram, definitely be ready for that. What is next? I think this is next. All right. And all of these books I got like actually a deal on. I think this is next. I kind of see the title. Put the sticky note on there. Oh, come on, I want to see it. There we go. All right. So this book here, I looked at Dustin's notes. Dustin thought this would be a 8.0 or possibly 8.5. So I noticed something on the pictures from this book. Um, I don't remember. Dustin doesn't either remember it being there. But the guy I purchased it from, he said it's 6.5 to 7.0 plus after a press. So he thought that was going to be the grade after a press. But if you ever notice this, ever see this book in the wild or ever see it out there, this book never looks this white. The reds don't look that good. Look how dark and deep that red is, or even on the two gun. Usually the Black Panther character prototype is not usually faded. So this is actually, like you said, when I show it far away, I see this is white. It is white. But to show you the thing I saw that we both did not notice beforehand, and I know I looked at this book, it had a little, you see that little damage right there, like almost like, and I'm trying to see it, it's like a little tear. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's like a little tear. Like that might have caught something. It's actually, I think you can see it better here. I don't know if you can. No, I can see it better there. I'm gonna look right here. I can see it better. But it's a little issue here. That wasn't there when we sent it. But none in all, could have Dustin been right with his estimate, or it could have been higher. I thought this book had a possible. I thought when he said 8085, honestly, I thought that was the range. This was the night. I've had this book at least 2 other times. This is the nicest I've ever seen this book. This is the whitest, when the cover is white, I've ever seen this book. But is it better than the grade I purchased it at? That's the key. Not just what we think it's going to do after we press it. Is it better than the grade that I purchased it at? So with that being said, I appreciate the 4 people watching, checking this out. This might be my last CGC boxing also of 2025. I have 2 other books that are there for signings. I don't think I'll get them back before the new year. One of them may be because it's in schedule for grading, but as you know, they slow down at this time. So we'll see. We'll see. But that being said, let's see. 7.5 with white pages. Damn, this book is from 1965. I think, what was the other book? What year was the other book? 1965. So I had 1967 and 1965. Both came back with white pages. So under a half a grade what Dustin estimated, but it was still a half a grade higher than when I purchased it at. That's basically the same thing with, this book actually did almost 2 grades higher, the 7.0. So that is, I'm still happy with that. Can't beat that. Yes, it was under the estimate, but I think one book is going to be above the estimate. Wife's calling, but I was already prepared. She's on the vibrate. So we're going to hit the ignore button because we don't want to hear that vibration. We don't want to hear that vibration. She knows we're live. Come on, she knows we're live. So 7.5 white pages. Very, very nice copy. Very, very nice copy. This is the prototype. I'll probably put us, I don't know if I can put it here. I'll make it right there. So, yeah, I'm very happy to have that. That's going to be in a PC unless I get an upgrade, but I'm very disappointed on the damage. I know that wasn't there. Somebody put that there. I don't know. Somebody put that. So the next book up, it should be I think because I see Archie on the back of this back cover, so it should be this Archie Madhouse. So I see the back. Back looks good. Let me see what Dustin thought. I can't remember the exact number before I can show it. All right, here it is. All right, Dustin thought this would be a 2.0 to 2.5, but I purchased it. The guy thought it was a 3.0. It had the biggest issue was like a little spine damage. That was the biggest issue. But the key notation about this book, this is my second copy. I have a copy in the PC that's a 5.5. This is a first appearance of Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, and Salem the Cat. They're not on the cover. This is the first appearance. This is a big book. This is a book hard. Like my 5.5 is in like, I want to see my, I got to look at the percentage again because there's not a lot on the, census. And once you get above I want to say 4, maybe I think above a 4, like the numbers decrease a lot. And as you get higher, even that, like a 5 is like a lot less. A 5.5 is less. And then above that, it's not many. So like you're in a certain percentile of highest graded when you get to these type of books. Usually this book is in this 3.0 or even what Dustin thought a 2.5 to 2.0. This guy I buy from, he's pretty good about grading. He's very harsh at grading. So I usually confident it's going to be at least the grade he thought. This book will be available because, like I said, I have a 5.5 and I doubt it would beat my copy. But will I be powering up like Mario and Luigi? Let's see. I didn't get upcharged for this one, so I know it's not in the 5s or higher. We got a 4.5. Yes. A 4.5 of the first appearance of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And it's off white to white pages, 1962. That's actually tough as well. Like I said, the biggest issue was kind of like on the spine down here, but I'll show you the back cover. But like this is actually really cool to get this in this kind of grade, man. So shout out to Dustin on this one, man. This one graded at 2 grades higher than his estimate, and it was a whole 1.5 grades higher than the purchase. So appreciate Dustin on that one, working on this book, making the magic happen. This is actually a cool book. I'm happy to have it. But this one will be available because I have the 5.5 already. Have the 5.5. So if somebody's looking for 4.5, first appearance Sabrina Teenage Witch. This is a tough book. The color actually looks really good on this one as well. I actually like the robot with the robot kid and the Homo sapiens part. I like this cover. So if you stuck with me, put your guesses in the chat. What do you think the Uncle Scrooge 1 got upcharged to? What do you think the grade is? You gotta guess. You gotta at least guess, man. Like I got upcharged to $1,000 tier. $1,000 tier. It wasn't like the unlimited tier. You know, that'd have been like a book must have been like in the 9s. But if you want to put your guesses in there while I put this book away, I get the little sticky note. You're more than welcome to. So please put your guesses in there. What do you guys think the Uncle Scrooge came back as? I don't know because I should say before you guess. So if a little history about being Uncle Scrooge's, I have his first appearance. I have his first cover appearance. I also have first cover appearance. Actually I sold that one. I had his first appearance in like Walt Disney Comics, but I got rid of that. So I still have his first appearance and first cover. First cover is a raw book. Is a cover and the grade. Cover and the grade. All right. So let me give you guys. Guys might want to change your estimate as I tell you what Dustin thought it was. Dustin thought the 4-color 386 was a 5.0 to a 5.5. That was Dustin. You saw his estimates have been. He was low and came up way higher, and a couple he was high on, which I thought should have been higher, especially the Two Gun Kid, were way lower. Like Two Gun Kid was just a half a point to a point lower, and the other book was a whole point lower, which was the Tales to Astonish. He thought that Tales to Astonish would be a 7.580. All right, I purchased this book at a 4.5 to a 5.0 grade. 4.0 to a 4.5 grade. The biggest concerns I had with this book, I'll show it once I reveal. Looks really nice. The biggest concern, I'm gonna try to do this without showing. So they had a little ink, like a little somebody made like a little star right there. Um, they also have it underneath the Dell symbol. So I'm gonna let us just a slab. The spine looked really good. Um, I mean, yeah. So I kind of gave y'all a hint earlier. It has to be at least a 6 to be upcharged on this book. Like I said, they gave it a grade of 4.550. If you guys want to change your estimates, you can. What's up, Bod? Bod is in the chat. Bod said he thinks it's a 7.0. Hunting Comics since a 7. Well, if I got a 7.5? 7.5? Chuck says a 7. All right, that's respectable because it's I think 6 to 7.5 in that range, 6 to 7.5. Because I think if it got this grade, they probably would have did the unlimited tier. Want to charge me more. I like Real Rude. He's like I don't know, so I'm gonna go in between both. 6.7. 6.7. He said maybe a 6, maybe a 6.5. No, he says maybe a 6.5, maybe a 7, but I'm sticking closer to 6.5. That's what I think. That's what I'm going with the 6.7 means. So, all right, I don't see anybody wants to change their guesses. Like I said, purchase grade 4.5 to 5.0. Dustin thought a 5.0 to a 5.5, but I got upcharged. So, what do we have? Is this a book might have to keep? I don't know because I only purchased this book for not a $1,000 tier book. I'll just say it like that. Not a high value book. I just thought it was a cool book to add to the other Uncle Scrooges I have. I like the money swimming. The question is, are you going to have to dispute the upcharge or not? Let's see. That's a good question. That's a good 1, 2, 3. What do you guys see? Because my eyes are closed. What do you guys see? What do you guys see? What's up? What do you guys see? Am I going to be happy? I put it above. Am I going to be happy, chat? Am I going to be happy? You guys saw the grade. Just say yes, you'll be happy. Yes, you'll be happy. I don't want to have to dispute. I don't want. Nice. 7.0 off-white to white pages. 7.0 off-white to white pages. What? See, the only concerns I had about this book, it had a little like somebody underlined the number 386 and a little star on the back. Star on the back doesn't bother me. The biggest issue with this book, I think it had some foxing, but I don't think they took off for the foxing. But 7.0 notation. This is Carl Barks story, art, and cover. This is Uncle Scrooge #1. Only a poor old man. That's why this is known as Uncle Scrooge #1. I always love these because it has a little story on the back. So yeah, these are encapsulated, but you can still read the back. I'll tell you, after looking at this book, I'm very happy with the grade. I agree with the 7.0, and I agree. I'm okay with the upcharge. No disputing of the upcharge because, like I said, I looked up grade wise, and a 6.0 and higher would have to be estimated for the $1,000 charge. But makes me disappointed in the Two Gun Kid because this looks nice for a 7.0, but that Two Gun Kid, even with that little issue that I think they did, because I'll show you comparison. Even with that little issue that I know they did, not think they did, I know they did. That Two Gun Kid looks like an 8.5 now. When you put these two together, if you see these two in person, you'll be like, okay, 1952, I can see that. You'd be like, I can see that a 7.0. It's respectable, So older book, I could see that. And then when you look at this, you'd be like, all right, this book is 13 years older. 13 years newer. 13 years older. And you'll be like, what the hell? You'd be like, wait, this should be at least maybe an 8, but not a 7.5 to a 7.0, because I'm just saying, I agree, very much disagree because of the issue. But two books I am extremely happy about. Two Gun Kid going in the collection, not to be seen again unless I get a massive upgrade. And the Uncle Scrooge, as far as I know, will be available. The other two will be available first. Actually, the Madhouse will be hard to sell even at 4 or 5 because that book is expensive. That book could have almost got an upcharge. It could have almost got. If you go to eBay and look up Archie's Madhouse 22 and look up at least a 4.0 and up, you're gonna be like, damn, they didn't upcharge you for that one too. And this book, I think the last one was like 1,400. I might be wrong. So yeah, I think I did well overall. This was killer. The Tales to Astonish, because I purchased it at 5.5. That was killer. Like I said, a couple of little disappointments. The Madhouse, I purchased it at a 3.0, so I'm very happy with that. So I mean, overall, if I had to put a grade on my happiness with CGC, only because of this disappointment, I'd put a 9.0. 9.0, just because of this. So I'm very happy. Very happy. So I appreciate it, everybody coming out. Let me shout out some people. Chuck Hensey, if I said it right. Hunting Comics, thank you. Real Rude, please make y'all leave the thumbs up. Ben Compton was in the house. Please leave that thumbs up. Bye. Hazafa. Kenneth was here earlier. Real Rude. Real Rude, the real one, not the fake Rude. Real Rude. Let's see what this comment is. I should have put the comments on the screen. First, Dumbo is another great Disney key. Great cover. I actually had the first Dumbo at one point. I actually was collecting. So funny story. While I'm, I'll leave that up while I'm telling this story. It's not a funny story, but it's just a story. So I was actually at one point getting a lot of the key Disney books. I had the first Dumbo. I already told you about the first Uncle Scrooge. I had this. I had the Uncle Scrooge one before. I had the first cover appearance. What else I had? I had first Bambi. I had the first Peter Pan, Wendy, and Tinkerbell. What else did I have? I had a few other ones. Then I looked at it and I was like, man, this is gonna be tough. So I kind of whittled them down, and I think I kept the Uncle Scrooge. I had the first Chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, Theodore. I had that one. And I ended up just getting them to better homes besides the Uncle Scrooge. I always liked Uncle Scrooge with Scrooge McDuck from DuckTales and all that stuff. So that's the one I end up keeping. And I've been happy with that. I've always thought in my mind, hunting is because I can those, especially this 7.0, and I have a high grade of his first appearance. And the first cover appearance is not a high grade. It's just a cool book, and it's raw. That one I probably would hang on to unless I did upgrade it for some strange reason. But I always thought about in my mind, should I sell those to get another key, hard to get key, or something else I'm after? And I haven't done it yet. Actually, like I said, I have very fond memories of DuckTales, Uncle Scrooge, Scrooge McDuck, all those characters. So that's one I've hung on to. I would love to get his second appearance, which I think is the first Carl Barks work. That's why that one's expensive. It's so funny. I think his second appearance is not as expensive as his first, but it's close. That's one of the few, besides these Golden Age books, but it's one of the few, because even some of them are not like, oh, this is the first appearance of Two-Face. It's $10,000. His second appearance, $1,000. You're like, huh? But not like that. But I'm saying compared for him, his second appearance, Carl Barks, I think first work, is that one holds a lot of value because of that. So I haven't gotten that one, and it hadn't come up like on any IG, which is crazy. His first appearance come up before his Uncle Scrooge #1 has come up, but I've never seen the second appearance, which is like Carl Barks work. A lot of people like Carl Barks, which I like his work too, but I've never seen that one. So if it did come available, I probably would go after it. Just to complete the trilogy of first, second appearance. Well, actually not trilogy. Get all four. First, second appearance, and then I would have his #1 issue, and I have his first cover. So that would actually complete a big goal that I think would be pretty cool. Because I'm only missing that one. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the channel, the current channel membership giveaway. This is gonna be given away at the end of January. If we get more members, this will be added. And I think I said I only need 4 more members. We have 12. If we get to 16 members, I'm gonna add the first full appearance of Red Sonja. So you got the first Doc Samson, first Red Sonja. A channel member is going to win both of these books as little as $2. Little as $2. If we happen to crack 20, First Inhumans is getting a lot. I'm just going to say it right now. So crack 20. That means we have to get 21, meaning crack 20. All 3 of these are going to go to one person. What, $300 worth of books? Who does that? But I'm going to try to do it this weekend. I've been busy so much. That's why I've been pushing. I pushed it from last weekend to this weekend. But a channel member, I'm trying to do a book for every channel member I currently have, which I have 12. And right now I have 7 books I'm going to give away. And if I only end with 10, then sorry, it'll be 10 out of 12 winners. I'm going to do that. Free shipping in the U.S. for those channel members on the giveaways. Or if you're in Canada, I'll cover like these raw books of $10. So I'll cover $10. You just cover the rest. That is it, man. Check me out on the hunt Saturday. This Saturday, the hunt's coming up this Saturday. I'll be there to hang out, chill. Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping in. So hunt this Saturday. I might be on Sunday with Church with Bleak. I'll be on Astonishing Auction this Sunday. I think myself and Tony Sanders will be there. I'm not sure if Bleeker will be there, but you're going to have a lot of hunt guys there. And if you want to see a Band of Brothers auction before the end of the year, meaning before the end of the year, before the new year, you want to see a Band of Brothers auction, man, hit up DM Bleeker, DM Papa Willie. Get these guys going, man. Tell them y'all want a Band of Brothers before the end of the year and get some crazy deals for Christmas time. That's it, man. That's all I got. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. So much stuff is going on in the world. Craziness. I would love to elaborate because I probably need to talk about it. All the stuff that has been happening at my job with people I know at Thanksgiving that I kind of mentioned one time before on the channel. All I can say, if you pray for me. If you do other things, think about me. It's a lot of stuff going on. And man, that's all I can say. Peace out, man. I love you guys. See you guys on the next video, man. I'm going to do a short box show. But let me know in the comments, should I do a recording or should I do a live? It's only 2 books, so just let me know. I could record it. I'll do a short with it. Let me know. I don't know what I want to do with it. It's just 2 books. 2 big books, in my opinion. 2 books.
Think positive. Never show any sign of weakness. Always go for the throat. Buy low, sell high. Fear, that's the other guy's problem. Nothing you have ever experienced can prepare you for the unbridled carnage you're about to witness. Right. Super Bowl, the World Series, they don't know what pressure is. In this building, it's either kill or be killed. Right. You make no friends in the pits and you take no prisoners.
You son of a bitch.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.